If I write the word can, I'd go letter by letter starting with the very first letter. Watch me. I'm going to do a check of that word. Can. You try it. Now do a check. Let's move that one letter at a time. Can. You try it. Do you see that word can? Let's write that word can. What letter do you see first? Point to the first letter in can. What letter do you see first? A C. Then what letter do you see? And then what letter do you see last? How many letters are we going to write for that word can? How many? 3 letters. And what's that first letter you're going to write for can? Tell me what letter?
S.
Oh, let's look at that letter. What's that letter? It's like cat. That's the letter C. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's write that word can. Do a slow check. Let's check it. Were you right? Do you know that word can? Yes, you do. The other day you read this book. I Can Read. Remember, the girl can read to everyone in her family. I can read to Mom. I can read to Dad. I can read to Grandma. I can read to my sister. I can read to my teacher. I can read to my friend. I can read to myself. Now, we made that word can. We know how to make it with letters. We know how to write it. And we know how to read that word can, too. Can you find that word can and frame it with your fingers? Were you right? Does it look like that word can? You do a slow check and see if you were right. No? You're going to help yourself read this page.
I can read to Mom.
Were you right? You made that sound and look right.
I can read to Dad.
Very nice.
I can read to Grandma. I can read to my sister.
Were you right? Was she reading to her sister?
I can read to my teacher. I can read to my dad. I can read to myself.
You were close. I can read myself. Clap myself. Myself. You clap it.
Myself.
Did you hear how it's a long word? So we're going to stay there longer. I can read to myself. You do it.
I can read to myself.
We're going to do it like this. Myself. You read it one more time.
I can read to myself.
Good. And what's that word?
Can.
Oh my goodness. We know the word can. When we write that word can, what letter do we write first? That's the letter C, like cat. Write that word can quick. That's a good word to know how to write and read. Check it.
Can.
How'd you do?
Can.
Nice going.